Hi, I'm João from the binaryoptionsblog.com. In today's video, I will give a little tour of the IQ Option platform to show you how it works for those who start and enter the platform for the first time and don't know very well how it works and what should be set up at an early stage. So I've created a new trading account, a demo account that doesn't have any configuration, just to show you in a simple and easy way what we will see when we will first enter the IQ Option platform. So now I'm going to turn off the video, okay, to be easier to show and to explain the different settings and how the platform works. Okay, so here we can divide the platform into 4 different areas. The first one is here on our right side at the top, where we have 2 important parts. Here, as you can see, this is a demo account that has $10,000, which can always be reloaded as we wish. And here we have the real account, that is, we can always switch between the real account and the training account. Even after we make a deposit, we can always go back and switch to the real account or the training account whenever we want. Another important thing we can do at the beginning is come to here, and in these settings where you will have 2 or 3 things that I think that are important. The first is to change the platform to your native language. Mine is Portuguese, so for example, let's put in Portuguese. Also, change the time zone for your time zone. For example, let's say that you are in São Paulo, Brazil, and we can choose the Brazilian time zone, okay? So you choose your time zone. These are important settings to make at this early stage. And here you also have other things that we can do. For example, this is the deposit part. We can deposit both here and here. We have here the contact of the support team as well. And there are other places on the platform that allows you to contact the support team. You can also check your trading and balance histories here. Then a second important area is all of this whole column to your left of the platform. And it opens here, as you can see, it opens a new menu where you have all the positions, all the trades that we have open. Sometimes there are long-term trades that stay open for days or weeks or months. And here you will always have the indication of the trades which are open and if it's losing or winning. Here we have the trading history, and obviously because this is a new account, there is nothing here yet, but after the closed trades, you will have them here with a profit or with the loss. Here we have also the chance to use the chat and also to use the support, once again, that exists in several languages. Here you have the information of some better deals, how much they won, etc. It's just merely informative. And here it's a part that it's interesting that has some tools like economic news, like the Forex calendar with the main news, and the same thing for companies and stocks from various countries, especially American stocks for those who trade in American stocks. And also here there is information about cryptocurrencies such as the famous Bitcoin, Litecoin, or others that we can trade on this platform. Another important part here too, for all the ones who start mainly, it's these video tutorials. So these tutorials show how the platform works, how can we trade, some kind of technical and fundamental analysis, and so on. These videos here are worth watching because they will give you a lot of information, especially for those who are starting trading or investments, or simply the ones who are starting using the IQ Option platform. Here are other interesting information. For example, there are tournaments that we can participate. Some of them have a free participation, so it doesn't cost nothing. Others you might need to pay for signing in. But These tournaments end up with prizes, and it's another way to make money by taking part in them. Okay, and for this part, that's mainly that. Now we can move to a third part of the platform, which is also super important. That is the area where you will find all the graphic tools, the technical indicators, and so on. Okay, it's here. The first thing I usually like to do, and I advise everyone to do, is come here where you say type of graph, okay, change it to candles. This type of candles, which are the so-called Japanese candles, in my opinion, are the best way to view and analyze the graph and analyze the price increments and decrements, and it's what works best. It's what I find the most pleasant and easy to visualize. It's also easier to understand, and for certain strategies that exist, and when I say certain strategies, the majority of the strategies that exist, this is essential to use these Japanese candles to visualize the chart. In this last button here, it's also important because we adjust the period of time that each candle takes. Regarding the type of strategy or negotiation we are trading, we may want to have a candle that lasts 1 minute, and then we choose 1 minute here, as we want to have a candle that lasts an hour, for example. And as you can see, the candles are already different. Each candle now lasts exactly 1 hour. And obviously changing, for example, 15 seconds, each of these candles will open and close every 15 seconds. It's much faster, obviously. And that's vital when we are doing a type of trading or using a specific type of strategy, to have the candles in the time that the strategy indicates and to have the candles in the right time that is recommended to use in the strategy. Okay, for now I will leave it in 1 minute, for example. Then we have here what we call graphical tools. We use it when we want to draw lines, when we want to draw trend lines or tops or bottoms. That is, there are some types of tools for when we want to analyze the evolution of the price or an asset, which is a way to help us draw and try to understand the price variations. Finally, here we have something that is also super important, maybe one of the most important things that this platform has, and it is very rich because it has a huge variety, which are the graphical indicators, the technical indicators that we will use for analysis, and they are immense, as you can see. Each of those menus opens a submenu with lots of them, and then here you also have a short explanation to what each technical indicator does. Usually the vast majority of the analytical or technical strategies, they use these types of indicators that you see here, and they are, let's say, the huge help that we need to learn how to analyze the graphs and how to use them. Then the fourth part that's obviously missing here, it's the trading part. As you can see, the platform is now like you see, and if I click here, you can open another menu, and this menu is the one that has the assets and the products that you can trade on the platform. I remind you that depending on the country you are in, by the regulation that EQ option has, there are certain products, certain trading instruments that exist in one country and do not exist in others. Also, depending on the time and the day, of course, there are certain types of assets and products that can be open or closed because not all of them work all day. That is, they don't work always 24 hours a day, as many of them don't work on the weekends either. So what you're seeing here now at certain times might not be all available, okay? So we see within the options, you have the binary options, the digital options, and we see also Forex, stocks, cryptocurrencies, commodities, foreign funds, which are usually other types of products that they compose out of stocks, and etc, etc. Here basically what we do is, let's say I want to trade in binary options and I will choose the GBP USD asset, for example, and it opens here. As we see, it opens a new tab and the chart with the prices of this asset that is currently with 1 minute candles appears here. Then here on the right side already appears the trading menu. Here we have the time menu and we click it and appears here 2 types of income. The left refers to the short time binary options, as we also call turbo or turbo mode, which is usually varies up to 5 minutes. So it varies between 30 seconds and 5 minutes. So you can choose 1 minute and 20 seconds, 2 minutes, 3, 4, 5 minutes. And those here on the right, they are the long expiration times, which are the so-called normal ones, in which we have, for example, different hours. This one is for 10 minutes, this one is for half an hour, this one is for 40 minutes from now, and that's referring to the expiration time. Then here we have the value that we can increase or decrease, or we can just simply write 10 or 20 or the value that we want, okay? Here we have the information of what the payout will be. That is, this operation means that if I will put the operation now, my payout will be 87%. And then the 2 main buttons to start the operation, which is the up button is the call, or the down button, which is the put. So in a simple and fast enough fashion, I've just explained how the IQ option platform works. And now you can start trading and training. And let me put the video back on. Here we go. Obviously, it is super important to train, learn, and eventually take a proper training. And maybe you know that we have courses in our site at binaryoptionsblog.com. We have some courses for the IQ option platform, and not only, for other platforms as well. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed. If so, please don't forget to share and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and see you in another videos. See you soon.